This is pretty stunning. You may have seen these photographs online. I guess they were posted in the New York Times blog. Every year, the law firm of Stephen J. Baum throws a Halloween party. They are a law firm in Buffalo. And it's essentially a foreclosure mill. They represent banks and mortgage servicers. Their client list includes J.P. Morgan Chase, Citigroup, BofA, Wells Fargo. They're the biggest one in New York State. And apparently, a former worker there sent these photographs to a columnist at the New York Times of their last Halloween party. And you've got the people there essentially dressing up as poor people or as middle-class people or as anybody who have lost their home, mocking them for complaining about their foreclosure. There's one picture where two employees are dressed like homeless people. One's holding a bottle of liquor, and I'm sure no one's getting drunk at that party. The other has a sign around her neck that reads, "Third-party squatter. I lost my home and I was never served," which apparently makes fun of the complaint by people whose homes are foreclosed upon. Second picture shows a coffin with a woman whose eyes have been cut out, who apparently is a lawyer who's been suing this foreclosure mill for bad practices. A third photograph shows a corner of the office, of Baum's office, decorated to look like a row of foreclosed homes with a sign that reads, "Baum Estates," full of foreclosed homes. This firm is under investigation by Eric Schneiderman, New York Attorney General. It recently agreed to pay a $2 million fine to resolve an investigation by the Department of Justice whether the firm had filed misleading pleadings, affidavits, and mortgage assignments in the state and federal courts in New York. In other words, it is this psychopathic and greed-laden character of the people who are foreclosing on people, who see people who are down on their luck as potential marks, as potential sources of revenue, so much so that it's simply a cost of doing business if you get caught and have to pay $2 million because you are lying on affidavits, because you have robo-signers, you have no chain of title, or you go in and refuse to tell people who are about to be foreclosed upon that you might be a good candidate for loan modification because there's no fees in it for you, or not as much fees if these people actually stay in their home with a loan modification as opposed to foreclosing on them. These are just one element. I doubt the people working there are part of the plutocracy. They're just the people who get thrown the bones from the plutocrats to do their bidding. And I'm glad they're horribly, horribly embarrassed now, if that's possible. These are functionally the same people who sat up on the balconies on Wall Street watching the protesters going by, sipping champagne. Just reprehensible.